What's good, YouTube? Listen, this video is going to be about a dating mistake women often make that wastes a lot of their time. Jumping right into this, listen, there's a difference between a man allowing you to be around and wanting you to be around. Wanting to be close to you versus allowing you to try to be close to him. Responding versus initiating, and giving versus receiving. Too many of you are in these one-sided relationships where you think you're talking to someone, but if you were to analyze how everything works out every day, it's you doing all of the work. Yeah, of course, a man will let you talk to him. A man will let you do stuff with him. A man will let you entertain him. But what is he giving you? What is he showing up and providing the relationship? A lot of y'all think y'all talking to somebody when you're not talking to them. You're acquainted with them, but y'all not talking. Some of y'all think y'all in situationships. You're not even in a situationship. You're pursuing someone who's allowing you access from time to time. That's a lot different than a man cooperating with you and collaborating with you to build something. A lot of y'all talk to a man all the time and you think, well, we speak all the time. We're making progress. But you think about it. Are you talking on his time? Are you talking on his schedule? Is everything exchanged between you dependent on him allowing it, accepting it, or okaying it? Do you even feel comfortable calling him outside of the time block you've been quarantined to or compartmentalized to? Who decides when you're allowed to talk? Who decides how often you're allowed to talk? This should be collaborative in a healthy situation, but a lot of you allow a man to dictate to you when you're allowed to call him or contact him. A lot of you call or text a guy and don't even expect a response. You know he'll call you when he's ready. Everything's about what he wants and when he wants it. If he wants to visit, he'll call you and let you know. If he wants to talk, he'll text you and give you permission to engage. When you visit or sleep with each other, it's all up to him. When he wants it, when he's ready. You don't get to decide anything. You can't just randomly call him and say, hey, I want to see you. You can't just randomly talk to him. You can't just randomly video call him. You have no rights in the relationship. He's unilaterally deciding when you get to contact each other. But you think you're talking to somebody. You think you're making progress. This might be news to some of y'all, but this is not how healthy relationships are formed. Healthy relationships are collaborative. There's very little unilateral decision-making in a healthy relationship from the man or the woman. A lot of y'all don't even have permission to text a guy during the week. You damn sure can't show up at his house. No surprises, no pop-ups. You've been trained to not be pushy and to not pressure him. And everything that you do in the absence of his absolute permission and explicit request is seen as pressure, as seen as doing too much, as seen as moving too fast. Y'all don't see how toxic this is? A man convince you that your very nature to want to talk to him because you're in a relationship or you're trying to build one is too much, is moving too fast. Everything's moving too fast but sex. A man will be trying to jump into you the first day he meets you. It'll be 59 minutes into the first date and he trying to whip it out on you. But if you try to call him and figure out where y'all stand, you moving too fast. Or if you call him on a Tuesday instead of calling him on a Friday night, you moving too fast. Or if you get upset because he doesn't return any of your phone calls or text messages, you moving too fast. You're getting way too serious too quick. A lot of y'all relegated to one day a week where you're allowed to contact a guy randomly. Every other day you have to wait for him. Don't call him, he'll call you. Like after a shitty job interview or something. When a guy places rulership over the schedule of contact between you two, you are not forming a healthy relationship and that man will never love you. You're probably sharing him with someone else who has another block of time that they're relegated to. A lot of you aren't talking to men. You're allowed to entertain them. So are you being pursued or are you being granted access from time to time? There's a huge difference. When a man is hot and cold, it's usually not that complicated. Whether or not you decide to look at it for what it is a whole nother story though. A lot of men will make you feel like you're the only woman in the world when they're dealing with you. And then make you feel like you don't exist at all or like you're invisible if they're not in the same room as you. They condition you to expect a minimal effort and rejoice at any reciprocation whatsoever. I've not known one healthy relationship to start this way. So if this is the dynamic between you and anyone you're talking to right now, put it down, move on. When a man commits to a woman, he empowers her. He empowers her with commitment. He empowers her with obligation. He empowers her with expectation. All of those things fall on his shoulders. He obligates himself. to a certain conduct, to a certain behavior, to certain habits, patterns, and practices. He empowers a woman by relinquishing certain freedoms that one only enjoys when they're single. That empowerment rarely comes from those dating situations that he applies a rulership tactic over. And if a man is ruling over how often you get to talk to him, you will never have a relationship from that guy. Not a healthy one if he does give you one. Not one of respect and honor and decency, consideration and cooperation and expectation. Probably an abusive one. At least emotionally. So even if you do get the guy, you didn't get a good guy or a good relationship. So again, if a man's not meeting you in the middle and collaborating with you about when you spend time and when you talk, you have nothing coming. No relationship, no love, no offer. No commitment, no title. Move on. Anyway, that's all I got for now. Follow me at KFig24 on Instagram. I'll get with y'all later.